In other recent news, the verdict of the Dred Scott case was recently announced, and luckily our legalizer analyzer, Justin Vacone, was able to comprehend the situation. Justin?
Over in the legal world today, Dred Scott lost his case that he should be free from his dead master's wife. His case being that since his master died in a free state, and he was with him, that he should become a free man. However, the judge ruled his suing unconstitutional because the government ruled that since they cannot dictate what people do with their private property, they cannot do anything. Basically, presenting the idea Dred was a piece of property and not defined as a human being. This case has a profound impact on America, ruling that slaves weren't people, but were actual private property. This ruling has seemed to bring about a great conflict between the North and South of this country, with the South siding with the slave and the North siding with the abolitionists. A deep trouble seems to be imminent as time moves forward. Now back to you, Zach. Just supported by one of my nearest sources, James Buchanan has been elected president. After a heated and frenzied campaign, Buchanan won narrowly over his Republican opponent, John C. Freeman. A shift in votes in Virginia and Illinois won Buchanan the election. Due to Freeman's lack of votes in the South, Buchanan from the Democratic Party allowed himself victory. Buchanan is now the second oldest president to be elected at age 65 since William Henry Harrison. Being a former ambassador for England and possessing post-slavery views, Buchanan swung the majority of voters to his side. Fremont, on the other hand, might not have won voters over due to his younger age and inexperience, even though he showed strong leadership qualities after succeeding in a revolution that aided in the separation of California from Mexico. Otherwise, he is a timid man who we hope can be very decisive in critical circumstances. I wish him good luck in the presidency and hopefully we made the right choice. Thanks for your time, and back to you, Zach.
Hey, how's my hair? What do you think of my hair? Oh, we're back. We're back. Oh yeah. Justin, very insightful stuff you had going on there. Buchanan, I believe, will lead our country through this troubled time in our American history. Well, let's see what we had in our program tonight. The Brooks Summer incident, where we learned involved lady problems, where our reporter Sean Canozer interviewed Mr. Brooks. And then we went on to our so ever popular legalizer analyzer, Justin Falcones, where he gave us the insight on the Dred Scott incident, in which we learned where a black man was not just a poor piece of property. And then what we just learned was how exciting and close the recent election turned out to be with the voters' basic intake. In closing, our country seems to be in a very troubled and controversial state, where the North and South seem to have their differences. I am Zachary Zacconi for ANN News, and have a good evening and a pleasant tomorrow.
ANN News with your anchor, Zachary Zacconi, now leaving.